on to day 50. I'm super excited. Today we're going to speak about self-sabotage and your desires, and all from the lens of nervous system. I will allow people to come. Hello. Thank you for joining. We're going to play some sound to drop you into your body. As you know, I go beyond the mind into the body. Nothing shifts until it shifts at a body level. So just come on in. I'll allow more people to come, and we're just going to do some sound to start. And then we'll jump into self-sabotage and your desires. So just close your eyes, and when you hear the sound, drop into your body. And any area in your body you notice there's any tension, resistance, allow this sound to penetrate into that area in your body. Amazing. I'm sure that released some stuck, stagnant energy. Let's get into day 50 today. So if you are someone that says you want one thing, but your life reflects something completely different, or you say you want one thing, but you do the complete opposite, this is for you. This episode was inspired because I've seen a theme across my clients when they first start working with me. And what I've seen in the clients that I serve is they say they want one thing, they say they have a desire, and they do the complete opposite. And I'm going to today speak about all of this from self-sabotage and the lens of the nervous system. So if you are someone that, really desires something, but it's not reflected in your reality, it's not because you're not worthy. It's not because you're not going to get it. It's simply because there's self-sabotage happening, and in your subconscious, it doesn't feel safe yet receiving that. Your subconscious is always going to do what it can to make you feel safe. And for many, many people, safety is the familiar, which is today, but you want something new, right? And so you need to shift patterns inside the nervous system. My earring just fell out. You need to shift patterns inside the nervous system to be able to, feel safe receiving what you desire. And so today what we're going to get into is, it's not that your desires are the problem. It's not that you're not worthy of it. This all comes down to the nervous system. And what I see time and time again with the clients I serve is they feel confused. They feel stuck, but you're not confused. You're not stuck. Your body, your nervous system is protecting you because it doesn't feel safe receiving that in which you desire. And so if you feel frustrated because you desire one thing and it's not coming up, what you're manifesting isn't appearing, it's not because you're doing anything wrong. It's simply because your body doesn't feel safe receiving it. Hello, Ryan. So just take a deep breath and breathe into this sound. So breathe into this sound. And I want you to notice an area in your body you have some tension, and allow this sound to release it. So when your body is in a place of fight or flight, there's a lot of tension, there's a lot of gripping, there's a lot of bracing. You block yourself off from receiving because there's so much pressure, tension in your body. It's like panic, shaking energy. So if you say you desire one thing and you do the opposite, it's self-sabotage. And the real reason you don't move forward with what you want isn't because you're blocked. Many people think like, oh, they're just blocked or this and that. But you think that you need clarity or confidence or, strategy or discipline, but it's none of that at all. You can know exactly what you want and still choose the exact opposite, not because you need more discipline, not because you're inconsistent and lazy and blah, blah, blah. It's because your nervous system does not feel safe receiving the thing that you desire. Logically, in your mind, you want expansion. You have this thing in your mind that you deeply desire, but your body is on a completely different page than your mind. So your mind is like over here, your body's here. It's not aligned. What I guide people through is getting in alignment with your mind and body so that what you desire on a conscious level is aligned with what your body feels safe receiving. And so your mind is always going to want, expansion and all of this, but your body is going to want safety. And until those two match, you will sabotage. You will say you want one thing and do the complete opposite. Or you will say you want something that you don't even want. And it's just keeping you safe. And so how self-sabotage really works, and again, I'm speaking about this beyond the mind, is that self-sabotage happens because you don't feel safe receiving what you desire. There is a belief and energetic imprint living inside your nervous system that tells you it's not safe to have what you desire. And so you sabotage with logic. And what I see with clients time and time again is like phrases like, be realistic, or, if this happens, then that will happen, and then that's not gonna be okay, or like, let me, just stay in my comfort zone and stuff. And underneath that logic, what I see with clients time and time again is a pattern. You say you want one thing, but you do the opposite. It's self-sabotage. Like, you say you want peace, but you choose chaos. You say you want love, but you entertain inconsistency, unavailability. You say you want like an abundant life, but you choose the path that keeps you small, keeps you in your comfort zone, keeps you where you're at, which is not what you desire. And so this is really the body protecting you. The body is only going to give you what it feels safe with. And so the real root of all of this is survival patterns. And survival patterns are the real root of your block. It's not because you're not worthy. It's none of that. And so you need to understand that you are fueled by energy living inside your nervous system. For majority of people, 99%, it's scarcity energy. It's survival patterns. Shame, fear, and guilt are leading you, are guiding you. And so you're not operating from your desire. You're operating from survival patterns. And these patterns were formed when you were young, and these patterns served at one point. At one point, they kept you safe, but now they're blocking your next level, your expansion, your ability to have the life that you desire. And so your nervous system, when you were younger, created these strategies to help you stay safe in environments that felt unpredictable, that you didn't feel safe. There was a lot of overwhelm, right? And so now the survival patterns still show up, but they're not serving you anymore. And so I see with a lot of clients, like hyper independence. Oh, I can do this all alone. I'm all good. Or what I see time and time again is people think that control equals safety. So when they're in control, they're safe. But it actually just creates more tension, gripping, and forcing, and going against your body. And so that just drives more and more unsafety and blocks you from receiving unless you're controlling. So it just creates this perpetual habit loop that doesn't align with what you want. And so another few things that I see amongst clients are like avoiding what you actually want. And I see this a lot, and it's like the fear of disappointment, the fear of rejection. The fear of rejection is an illusion. You can watch my other YouTube video on that. But a lot of people are choosing the familiar over the aligned because their body doesn't feel safe, like receiving what they actually desire. And so if you notice yourself in any of these, if something activates or shifts when you hear my voice speak, that's an invitation that my work is for you. You can send me a DM VIP for one-on-one work, or message me abundance for my 3-day abundance reset. But your survival patterns are running the show. You're fueled in your body by energy. It's not always consciously what you want. And so until your mind and body get on the same page, you're going to be living like out of alignment. It's going to feel a lot of tension. It's not going to feel peace or ease. And so what I want to share again is that if you're someone that says you desire one thing and are receiving the opposite, it's not because your desires are wrong. It's not because you're not worthy. It's none of that. It's because your nervous system doesn't feel safe. And you don't attract what you want. You attract what you feel safe having. I want you to look at your body like a magnet. You can magnetize your desires or repel the very thing that you're calling in. And so like, ask yourself, place your hand on your heart, take a deep breath in. Ask your heart, what do you deeply desire? And do you feel safe actually having it? Your body is a magnet, so you can either magnetize or repel the very thing that you say consciously that you want. So I'm going to play this sound, and I want you to let it penetrate into your heart and connect with a desire that you have. And notice where you hear this sound in your body. That's where one of the areas that's blocked. So share in the comments what's coming through. And so with manifesting, it's not a simple mindset thing. You don't need to do more journaling. You don't need to do any of that stuff. You need to make sure that you rewire your nervous system, that you shift the patterns that are living inside your nervous system. If you want help with this, just DM me, VIP, and I can help you release this. But if your body associates more with threat, with danger, with anxiety, with chaos, you're going to repel, and you're not going to allow yourself to receive overflow. Overflow could be wealth. It could be love. It could be, expansion in any other area of your life. And so your life right now might be attracting the opposite of what you desire because your nervous system. The quality of your life is based on the quality of your nervous system. And it's also reflecting your capacity for love, your capacity for ease, your capacity for abundance, your capacity being held, slowing down. And so your nervous system might say, like, I want this big vision and stuff, but consciously your mind is on a different frequency, different signal than that. And so you need to build more capacity inside your nervous system. And so if something in you resonates with this episode, is activated by my voice, by the content, that's an invitation that my work is for you. I can guide your body into feeling safe, releasing survival patterns inside the nervous system. And so really, before we end here, I want you to connect back with your desire in your heart. I want you to give yourself full permission to dream big, full permission to have what you desire. The real work, like I mentioned, isn't with mindset. It's not journaling. It's not doing more busy work. It's simply rewiring the nervous system. And if you're here listening, like, yeah, this speaks to me. This is activating something inside of me. This is speaking to me on a deep soul level, then that's an invitation that my work is for you. So you can reach out. We're going to end here with some sounds. So just close your eyes and take a deep breath in. A deep breath out. Another deep breath into your heart, into your desire. Deep breath out. And we're going to end today with some sound. So just close your eyes and just allow the sound to penetrate into your body. This is quantum healing. It gets beyond the symptoms into the root layer. Notice where you're seeing it, feeling it in your body. Notice what colors are coming up. And notice the resistance that you're holding on to your body. In this collective right here, there's a lot of tension in the solar plexus. There's like a knot in the belly. There's somewhere you're not listening to your truth, your intuition. You're rejecting your intuition, and it's making you sick, nauseous in your stomach. All right, we'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you next time.